Pioneer, King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to lie. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-Trade, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape inside it, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove cup. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what am I doing?
Hey yo, Prim, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
Alright.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
Alright then. Let's go now.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
Time.
It's time. Black is time.
I see you from
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest. It's the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he takes it ahead for a 4-yard pickup there to begin our game.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Lamar now from the gun. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
This is Henry on second. Ran into a wall that time. Couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Third and just 2 to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense forcing a 4th down.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. 4th down, here's Jackson. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after... using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game. Not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another one for Gibbs. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Carr. He beams one deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate. You really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Begins his return at the 16. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar off to play fake. This one's to Andrews outright. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. Running down the left side. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens go up 6-0 here in the 1st. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Stout all set to send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Connects on one to Jamison Williams. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Gong. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Kicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. It'll be another punt. Jack Fox out there once again. Tylan Wallace on the return for the Ravens. It at the 13. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. It's going to be 2nd down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Andrews has it, working downfield. He finds space, middle of the field. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. He'll get 3, but much work left for him on 2nd and goal.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Hill again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Now for back at the 7. Here's 3rd and goal. Lamar out of the pistol. He's got it. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 13-0 lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Stout all set to send this one away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 14-0. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Goff. Escapes the pocket. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. On first down, it's Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The runs and the mounts are really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. On the draw, this is Gibbs. Free up the middle, it's a breakaway. There it is, touchdown Detroit. The Lions make it a 1-score game in the first half. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Lions 7. Jack Fox.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
Get your money down. I put money down. I'm not a bus. All my people down. On what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it down. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my shut it down. Whatever, get your money out. Believe what I got, put money down.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Here's 2nd and 11. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. Has his man. It's cut by Andrews. And he goes out with enough for the first, but we do have a flag down on the play. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. So they get dings for the holding. Gotta wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down. Now here's Lamar. And there's your man there. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Lions are gonna have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. And in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions parlay the interception into points. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Up the middle, and somebody blocked it. And he's drugged down. It was a long shot after the block anyway, and they're unable to add anything on top of that touchdown.
Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
First down, here's Lamar. That pass pulled in by Henry. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
That's good for a
They're set up at the 35 now.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10, here's Jackson. Who should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Almost had back-to-back interceptions. A chance for him now to clean things up here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Henry. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here's Jackson to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And they can't push the lead beyond a field goal.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Well, no spring and a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 43. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And that brings up 3rd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Goff on 3rd. Taken in by Williams outright. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Lions pushing for a late spark before halftime. Coming right is Gibbs. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. Now he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. We're down at 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Gibbs now from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down. Running for it, here's Gibbs. He spins right by him. Continuing to turn those legs inside the 25. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first. Play action here with Goff. This one to Williams out left side. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Goff to the air now. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions get some late points and the lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions push their lead to 6. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Fox now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Dialing up a receiver screen. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Jackson now on 3rd. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The 49-yard line.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Lamar throwing again. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
From the 39. Hits him on the out route. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
First down from the red zone. On the move, headed right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens tie it just before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Knock this through and they'll take a lead into the break. The point after splits the upright. And they'll take the lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Back to throw it. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. Breaks the tackle, still going. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
On 2nd and 10, Goff has him on the quick hitter. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. A give left side for Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun. Goff. This is brought in by Laporta. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
First down, Lions.
Here's Gibbs on the carry. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has the connection to right. Well, this certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Goff back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it, but there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. Good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
First down, here's Lamar. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And again, it's Jackson. Connects with Bateman. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Jackson yet again. Finds him over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Jackson looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. This one goes for 3 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway. We wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They go play fake with Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
That draw is snuffed out. Didn't really have a chance, and they're going to back him up for 3rd down.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
It's not enough. You solid left, but it's not enough.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Getting out to his left. He's running for it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Pistol snap to Jackson. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. Now the field goal unit runs on for its 2nd try tonight. A very short kick here from the right hash. Fracking for it, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
Here's Raymond on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Another one for Gibbs. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That's a short gain of 1. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And our first down only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up third and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing a run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Goff. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. They did it! He made the interception! Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens have some new life in the 4th.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. Trying to run with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Ravens take a 4th-quarter lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Missed to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens push their lead to 3. Stout all set to send this one away. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Short pass caught by his tight end. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On the draw, this is Gibbs. Spins out of one stop. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 4th-quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions take a 4-point lead. Fox now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Finding Flowers. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down throw for Jackson. Pass pulled in by Henry. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Get to Henry on the inside handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, and they go right back to it. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens losing by 4. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Henry on the catch. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Give it to him inside. He's dropped. A big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
A loss of 2.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
The 16-yard line.
Setting up to pass. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Looking to throw it. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have taken the lead late. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Stout all set to send this one away. Here's Raymond on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
It's a gain of 3.
And there's the spike, so 15 seconds left in our ball game. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here he is to throw. Has the connection to right. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They're going to call their final timeout here. Just 9 seconds to go. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. And the whistles go off, so we've got a timeout. 9 seconds left in the game. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. That kick is no good. Oh, he mishit it. And that miss extinguishes the last chance they had in this game.
The obvious disclaimer right here, Kate. Let's make sure the kicker doesn't, well, take the whole blame for this loss. Because, yes, it was a game-tying kick, but this team's performance and missed opportunities throughout, man, there were a lot of guys going to watch this tape and say to that kicker, I could have done more.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win and hold. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.